Joseph's dream as a young boy. Joseph had a dream in which he saw 11 stars, the sun, and the moon bowing down to him. When he told his father, Jacob, about it, Jacob understood that it was a sign of Joseph's future greatness and warned him not to tell his brothers, as they might become envious. The brothers' jealousy. Joseph's brothers were already jealous of him because their father favored him. They plotted against him, convincing their father to let Joseph come with them on a trip. Once away from their father, they threw Joseph into a deep well, intending for him to die there. They returned home with his coat stained with fake blood, telling their father that a wolf had killed him. Sold into slavery, a caravan passing by the well found Joseph and sold him into slavery. He was taken to Egypt and sold to an official known as Al-Aziz. Joseph grew up in Al-Aziz's household, gaining favor for his honesty, integrity, and beauty. The trial with Al-Aziz's wife was captivated by Joseph's beauty and tried to seduce him, but Joseph resisted. When he fled from her, she falsely accused him of trying to assault her. Despite his innocence, Joseph was thrown into prison. Joseph in prison. While in prison, Joseph interpreted the dreams of two fellow inmates. One dream foretold the release and reinstatement of one prisoner, while the other foretold the execution of the second. His accurate interpretations became well known. Interpreting the king's dream years later, the king of Egypt had a troubling dream that none of his advisors could interpret. Joseph was summoned from prison, and he interpreted the dream as a warning of 7 years of plenty followed by 7 years of severe famine. Joseph advised the king on how to prepare for the coming crisis. Impressed by his wisdom, the king released Joseph and appointed him as the treasurer of Egypt. Joseph's rise to power. Joseph's plan worked, and Egypt became a central hub for food during the famine. His brothers, who were suffering from the famine in Canaan, came to Egypt to buy food. They did not recognize Joseph, but he recognized them. He tested them by accusing them of being spies and insisted they bring their youngest brother, Benjamin, to him. The final reunion. After a series of tests, Joseph finally revealed his identity to his brothers. They were filled with shame for what they had done, but Joseph forgave them, saying that it was all part of God's plan. He invited them and their father, Jacob, to move to Egypt. Jacob's dream of Joseph's greatness was fulfilled when the whole family came to Egypt, where Joseph was now a powerful leader. Themes and lessons. Patience in the face of hardship. Joseph endured years of betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment, but remained steadfast in his faith. Trust in God's plan. Despite the difficulties, every event in Joseph's life was part of a greater plan. Forgiveness. Joseph forgave his brothers, demonstrating a noble spirit of compassion and mercy. Resilience and wisdom. Joseph's ability to interpret dreams and manage the famine showed his practical wisdom and leadership. The story of Joseph is an inspiring narrative of how trials, no matter how severe, can lead to greater rewards when met with faith, patience, and forgiveness.